Sanjay Raut has spoken up. Opposition is all guns blazing now. Let's listen into what he has to say.
तावड़े जी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय महासचिव, महाराष्ट्र के बड़े नेता रहे बीजेपी की सरकार। अब राष्ट्रीय महासचिव, उनके ऊपर बहुत जिम्मेदारी रहती है। कभी चंडीगढ़ का मेयर को बनाओ, वहां पैसा बांटो, हरियाणा में पैसा बांटो। वो बहुत ही अनुभवी व्यक्ति है। उसमें पार्टी के अंदर ही कुछ ऐसा मामला हुआ है इंटरनल पॉलिटिक्स में, महाराष्ट्र के गृह मंत्रालय की तरफ से, कि तावड़े जी को ऊपर नजर रखो, तावड़े जी के पास कौन जा रहा है आ रहा है, और उस बारे में पूरी जानकारी वो जहां बैठे थे काम करने के लिए उन विरोधियों को दे दो। इतने सालों से तावड़े जी और बीजेपी वाले काम करते हैं महाराष्ट्र में, अभी भी चल रहा है, लेकिन तावड़े जी को ही क्यों पकड़ कर दिया?
So of course, Sanjay Raut not wasting any time at all. 24 hours to go, in fact less than that now, as Ritvik also continues to be with us. Rajdeep, I do have one question. I'm picking on one of the points you made, the allegation that if there's any sort of infighting between Fadnavis and him and Vinod Tawde, but you know, I understand elections can get dirty, but wouldn't this harm the BJP itself if there is any sort of setup, so to say, that's come in from the infighting?
Oh, absolutely, you're right, Pooja, but the question will be asked, how is it that this group landed up at the hotel?
Correct.
Knew exactly where Vinod Tawde was, went for his diary, went for the bag. Obviously, some inside information was given by someone within the system. There is no other way. Normally, these things are kept very secretive. Obviously, someone has leaked out the information to the BVA activists who landed up at the hotel. Now, whether they were locals who did it, whether it was done in Mumbai, that's to be investigated. But either way, these images that are playing in front of us of a national general secretary being surrounded by BVA activists, they are flashing the notes, they are flashing the diary, is hugely embarrassing. You're quite right. It is unlikely that the BJP would want to score a self-goal like this. But someone has obviously tipped off the opposition BVA there that this was likely to happen, or Vinod Tawde was in the hotel and amidst these accusations of distributing money. And even the role of the police remains extremely suspicious. Why did the police not act more swiftly is an argument that can be made. Now, you know, all of this is going to have to be investigated by the EC, but the timing of it, the individual involved leads to a lot of suspicion and speculation as to exactly what is really going on. And we've heard about this in Maharashtra when I've been traveling around. There have been these allegations about how votes are being bought, 2,000 rupees, 5,000. These are all numbers thrown. There is no proof of that. But these numbers are thrown. Now when you have these images coming on screen, it only confirms the worst suspicions that people will have. So purely from the optics point of view, Pooja, this is very, very embarrassing for the ruling party in Maharashtra at the moment, the ruling alliance. I just spoke to a senior leader's assistant and he says, this has been terrible for us. This should have never happened. So therefore, presumably either Mr. Tawde should have been more careful. And please remember, Mr. Tawde was also the person who was in charge during the famous Chandigarh mayor election earlier this year, where if you would recall, the mayor, the
controversy of it, yes, it was fixed.
Was accused of rigging the election. And Mr. Tawde was the person in charge of that election. Now he finds himself in the midst of another equally major, if anything, even more, because he's directly now being targeted. So while we don't know who's behind it, those images that are coming on the screen and they're flashing across every Marathi channel at the moment, I think will have some impact could have some impact on voters' mind come tomorrow morning.
When you say, because they come with full-fledged group package, they also had cameras with them, so they definitely had a solid information, so to say, is how they are claiming it. But yes, Rajdeep, I request you to please stay on, because as more and more visuals are coming in, a word from Ritvik Bhalika. Ritvik, what's happening? What are you picking up? This whole political showdown, what is Vinod Tawde saying? What is the BJP saying to defend themselves?
See, as rightly pointed out by Rajdeep sir, now Hitendra Thakur, who is a strongman of Vasai Virar, and they've already been continuously winning seats in Vasai, Virar and Boisar, the three assembly constituencies on the outskirts of Mumbai. So now Hitendra Thakur has himself has taken charge of the situation. We can see in the visuals, he is speaking on the microphone, on the loudspeakers and asking his supporters to scatter now because he has spoken to Vinod Tawde. However, he is right now alleging that the money was brought in a bag and there's a diary which is being flashed and the names which could be seen in the diary to whom the cash is being distributed at that point of time. But Vinod Tawde has also clarified that he is ready for any kind of investigation, be it police or be it election commission. So we are also tracking Chief Electoral Officer Chokalingam in Maharashtra, that are they taking any suo motu action against this incident? Has they even taken note of this? Because as Rajdeep sir was telling, every Marathi channel and also the WhatsApp groups have been flooded with these videos and which are regularly continuously being updated. So every moment
you're right.
of the situation
We'll be waiting
being
for a statement from Election Commission. Rajdeep, what do you think can happen here, should happen here? Because Vinod Tawde, because of the experience he has in political domain, immediately conducting a press conference, immediately saying, show me evidence, there must be CCTV, where are the cops, let them investigate. So he's also shifted the ball. How do you think this will all be put to rest? Because right now a Marathi voter is watching this and he's wondering, what do I vote for now?
You know, the fact is, of course, a full investigation cannot happen in 12 hours,
Yes.
which is within which 15 hours by which voting will begin in Maharashtra. So the investigation, it will take time. This is not just about the investigation, Pooja, anymore. This is about the politics of it. There is a high-stakes election that is taking place tomorrow. Arguably the highest-stake election that Maharashtra has seen in a very, very long time. Careers are on the line. Who is the real Shiv Sena? Who's the real NCP? What is the future of Devendra Fadnavis? What is the future of Eknath Shinde, of Sharad Pawar, Ajit Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray? All of this is on the line. Now, in the midst of this high-stakes election, when something like this happens, and significantly happens in a constituency which is controlled, as I said, by a strongman like Hitendra Thakur, who has been dominating the politics of the area for 30 years, it makes it very, very difficult to see how the BJP can simply extricate itself by saying we didn't do it. Because Hitendra Thakur, this is not Congress versus BJP. You see, if it was a Congress which had come there, you could have said it's the usual Congress-BJP fight. Hitendra Thakur is one of the many small parties that have emerged, Pooja, in Maharashtra politics in recent times, and they could well play a crucial role even post-election. Imagine if he wins 3 seats and you have a hung assembly in Maharashtra. These are the individuals who will have a very important role to play. So if someone like that now has stepped in and is accusing a senior BJP leader, no less than a national general secretary, of distributing cash and being allegedly caught with a diary and with a bag of cash, that acquires an entirely different political significance. And therefore, I think this has to, for now, Pooja, only be seen as pure politics that is going to play out over the next 12 to 15 hours over this. Opposition will accuse the BJP of trying to bribe voters, of trying to buy an election, while the BJP will be in denial. But because the diary is there and because the cash is being waved in the manner that it is, purely in optical terms, it works against the BJP, at least for now.